Hi Sam. I'm glad to see you today. Are you ready to learn a new German word?
Hi Alex. Yes, I'm ready. What's the word for today?
Today's word is
Institut.
which means institute. It can refer to an organization or a place dedicated to a specific purpose, especially in education or research.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Is that the most common meaning?
Yes, it is the most common meaning. However, be careful with false friends. In English, institute can also mean to establish something, which is not really the case in
Deutsch.
Got it. What about the grammar of
Institut.
Institut.
is a neuter noun, so its article is.
Das.
The plural form is.
Institute.
To help you remember, think of it as a place of learning, like a school or a research facility.
so, like,
Das Institut.
and
Die Institute.
Exactly. Now, if we look at the verb form, it doesn't have a direct verb associated with it, but if we wanted to say to institute, we might use.
Einrichten.
In the present tense, you say.
Ich richte ein. Du richtest ein.
And.
Richtet ein.
so, if I wanted to say I established an institute, would it be
Ich habe ein Institut eingerichtet.
Perfect. That's exactly right. And in the past, you would say.
Ich richtete ein Institut ein.
For the preteritum form.
where does the word
Institut.
come from?
Great question. The word
Institut.
comes from the Latin word,
Institutum.
which means establishment or institution. It has been used in.
Deutsch.
Since the 18th century to refer to educational and research organizations.
That's fascinating. I love learning about the history of words.
It really connects us to the past, doesn't it? Now, let's break down the word.
Institut.
Sure, how do we do that?
The word consists of the prefix, the root,
Stitut.
and there's no suffix in this case. The prefix suggests inside or into, while.
Stitut.
Comes from the Latin root meaning to set up or to establish. So together, it conveys the idea of something that is established or set up.
That makes sense.
Now, let's look at some similar words. For example, with the prefix, you have,
Instruieren.
which means to instruct, and,
Investieren.
which means to invest.
So those are all related.
Yes, exactly. With the suffix, you can find words like
Produkt,
meaning product and
Akt,
meaning act.
What about compound words?
A great example is
Forschungsinstitut,
which means research institute. Here,
Forschung,
means research and
Institut,
follows the head last rule, so it remains neuter.
I see. That's really helpful.
Now, let's practice. Imagine you are at a conference. You might say,
Ich bin hier für das Institut.
Ich bin hier für das Institut.
fantastic. Another situation could be when you visit a science center. You can say,
Welches Institut ist das?
Welches Institut ist das?
perfect. Lastly, if you're talking about applying for a course, you might say,
Ich möchte mich an einem Institut anmelden.
Ich möchte mich an einem Institut anmelden.
great job, Sam.
Is there a memory hint for the gender of
Institut?
Yes. Since it's neuter, you can think of it as a neutral ground for learning. Also, the ending is often a clue for neuter nouns in
Deutsch,
That's a good hint.
Now, let's discuss usage.
Institut,
Is a formal term, and you might hear phrases like
das Forschungsinstitut, das Ausbildungsinstitut,
Any commonly confused words.
yes, be careful with,
Institution,
which refers to an organization but can have a broader meaning than.
Institut,
Let's look at some example sentences. You could say,
das Institut bietet viele Kurse an.
meaning the institute offers many courses.
Das Institut bietet viele Kurse an.
Ich habe ein Seminar am Institut besucht.
Which means I attended a seminar at the institute.
Ich habe ein Seminar am Institut besucht.
Well done. Another one could be,
Das Institut hat neue Forschungen veröffentlicht.
meaning the institute has published new research.
Das Institut hat neue Forschungen veröffentlicht.
Excellent. Now, let's do a quick recall check. What is the gender of?
Institut,
It's neuter, so.
Das Institut.
Correct. What's the plural form?
It's
Die Institute.
Right. How do you say I established an institute in?
Deutsch,
Ich habe ein Institut eingerichtet.
Very good. Can you give me a similar word with the prefix?
Instruieren.
Perfect. Last question, where does the word
Institut,
come from?
It comes from Latin, right?
Yes. You did great, Sam. To summarize, today we learned about
Institut,
its meanings and its origins. Remember to use it when talking about educational organizations.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed today's lesson.
I'm glad to hear that. Keep practicing, and I can't wait for our next session.